Hell, I'd agree with that. Any idiot would. Hey. When I was born, my mama named me Forrest, 'cause of General Nathan Bedford Forrest, who fought in the Civil War. Mama always said we was kin to General Forrest's family some ways. And he was a great man, she'd say, excepting he started up the Ku Klux Klan after the war was over, and even my grandmama say they's a bunch of no-goods, which I would tend to agree with, 'cause down here the grand exalted pish-posh, or whatever he calls himself, he operate a gun store in town, and once, when I was maybe 12 years old, I was walking by there and looking in the window, and he got a big hangman's noose strung up inside. When he seen me watching, he done throwed it around his own neck and jerked it up like he is hanged, and let his tongue stick out and all so's to scare me. I done run off and hid in a parking lot behind some cars till somebody called the police, and they come and take me home to my mama. So whatever else old General Forrest done, starting up that Klan thing was not a good idea. Any idiot could tell you that. Nonetheless, that's how I got my name. My mama is a real fine person. Everybody says that. My daddy, he got killed just after I was born, so I never known him. He worked down to the docks as a longshoreman, and one day a crane was taking a big net load of bananas off one of them United Fruit Company boats, and something broke, and the bananas fell down on my daddy and squashed him flat as a pancake. One time I heard some men talking about the accident, say it was a hell of a mess. 1/2 ton of all them bananas and my daddy squished underneath. I don't care for bananas much myself, except for banana pudding. I like that all right. My mama got a little pension from the United Fruit people, and she took in boarders at our house, so we got by okay. When I was little, she kept me inside a lot, so's the other kids wouldn't bother me. In the summer afternoons, when it was real hot, she used to put me down in the parlor and pull the shades so it was dark and cool, and fix me a pitcher of limeade. Then she'd sit there and talk to me. Just talk on and on about nothing in particular, like a person'll talk to a dog or cat. But I got used to it and liked it 'cause her voice made me feel real safe and nice. At first, when I was grown up, she'd let me go out and play with everybody, but then she found out they's teasing me and all, and one day a boy hit me in the back with a stick while they was chasing me, and it raised some fearsome wilt. After that, she told me not to play with them boys any more. I started trying to play with the girls, but that weren't much better, 'cause they all run away from me. Mama thought it'd be good for me to go to the public school, 'cause maybe it would help me to be like everybody else. But after I'd been there a little while, they come and told Mama I oughtn't to be in there with everybody else. And they let me finish out first grade, though. Sometimes I'd sit there while the teacher was talking, and I don't know what was going on in my mind, but I'd start looking out the window at the birds and squirrels and things that was climbing and setting in a big old oak tree outside. And then the teacher'd come over and fuss at me. Sometimes I'd just get this real strange thing come over me and start shouting and all. And then she'd make me go out and sit on a bench in the hall. And the other kids, they'd never play with me or nothing, excepting to chase me or get me to start hollering so's they could laugh at me. All except Jenny Curran, who at least didn't run away from me, and sometimes she'd let me walk next to her going home after class. But the next year,